Hello, BookTube. It's Holy Sunday today, and I thought we would do something a bit different and go back to the past, really, because I've been looking to see what different authors I could bring on here in terms of read alouds for Holy Sunday, because we've been doing it for 8 months now, which is insane. But I was looking and I realized it's been 4 full months since I read you some of the Sidney Psalms. So I thought I would go back to the channel's roots because the first Holy Sunday was a Sidney Psalm, and I thought I'd read you one today just to keep that tradition going. Inconsistent tradition, but I love the Sidney Psalms. They're so iconic. For those who don't know the Sidney Psalms, they were English Renaissance translations of the Book of Psalms by Sir Philip Sidney, who's a famous poet in his own right, and by his sister, and also by his sister Mary Sidney, who's one of the most underrated writers in all of English. She is so ahead of her time and genuinely one of my favorite writers ever. And so they translated the Psalms together, and it's so beautiful. It's my honestly my favorite translation of the Psalms, and I just love it to death. But anyway, I'm going to be reading you Psalm 139. We're going a bit random here, but it's one of my favorites. So here it is. O Lord, in me lieth naught, but to thy search revealed lies. For when I sit, thou markest it. No less thou notest when I rise. Yea, closet closest of my thoughts hath open windows to thine eyes. Thou walkest with me when I walk. When to my bed for rest I go, I find thee there, and everywhere. Not youngest thought in me doth grow, no, not one word I cast to talk, but yet unuttered thou dost know. Um, it forth I marched, thou goest before. If back I turn, thou comest behind. So forth nor back, thy guarded I lack. Nay on me too, thy hand I find. Well, thy wisdom may adore, but never reach with earthly mind. To shun thy notice leaves thine eye. Oh, whither might I take my way? To starry sphere thy throne is there. To dead man's unlightsome stay, there is thy walk, and there to lie, unknown and vast I should essay. O sun, who loom light nor flight can match, suppose thy flightful wings thou lend to me, and I could flee as far as thee and evening's brings, ever end to the west he could catch me, nor should I lurk with western things. Do thou thy best, O secret night, in stable veil to cover me. Thy stable veil shall vainly fail. With day unmasked, my night shall be. For night is day and darkness light. O Father, all the lights to thee. Each inmost peace is thine. While yet I in my mother dwelt, all that had clad from thee I had. Thou in my frame hast saintly dealt, needs in my praise thy works must shine, so inly them my thoughts have felt. Thou have my back was beam wise laid, and rafting off my ribs dost knowest every point of the bone and joint. How to this hold these parts did grow, in brave embroidered fair arrayed, thou wrought in shop both dark and low. Nay, fashionless ear from I took, thy ole and more beholding eye. My shapeless shape could not escape all these times appointed by ere one had been in the book of thy foresight enrolled did lie. My God, how these studies prize, that do thy hidden working show, whose sum is much, no sum so much. Nay, summed as sand thy sumless grow. I lie to sleep, from sleep I rise, yet still in thoughts with thee I go. My God, if thou but one wouldest kill, then straight would leave my future chase, this cursed blood, inured to blood, whose graceless taunts to thy disgrace have aimed oft, and hating still, would be proud lies, thy truth outface. Hate not I them, who thee do hate. Thine Lord I will not cancer be, detest I not, the cracked not, whom I against thee band see. O Lord, thou knowest in highest rate, I hate when them all foes to me. Search me, my God, and prove my heart, examine me, and try my thoughts, and mark in me, if aught to be, that have with cause their anger wrought. If not, my life search each a search apart. Lord, safely guide from danger brought. Ooh, that's some amazing rhymes throughout there. That is iconic. And again, this is me just telling you to read the Sidney Psalms because they're so underrated. And Mary and Sidney are some of my favorite writers ever. And again, when it comes to the English language, they are very important. But yeah, that was your Holy Sunday. Read the Sidney Psalms. And thank you so much for watching BookTube. And I will see you next time.